What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Soccer Junkie, and today I'm bringing you my review of Manchester United friendly against Real Madrid at the Big House in Ann Arbor, Michigan. Now, before we move on to the actual game, I just want to say that this game has set a new record for attendance for a soccer match in the United States, with over 109,000 people attended this game. I mean, 109,000 people, that is a ridiculous amount, even for European standards. Really great to see. The atmosphere was absolutely sensational for this game, and I wish I was there, but unfortunately I wasn't, so I had to settle to watch this game on TV, which was fine. So anyways, moving on to the actual game, Juan Mata continues to impress during this preseason. I think he is, so far, him and Rooney really stood out for me this whole preseason in the United States. Really great performance from him, combining really well with Rooney, with Danny Welbeck, with at times with Darren Fletcher. Really great to see him really play the way that he was, supposed to be playing for us when he was bought last season in January, but he really did not play very well under David Moyes, although nobody else did, except for maybe David De Gea and Adnan Januzaj, but, nevertheless. Darren Fletcher, I thought, looked very good in that first half. Not quite the same in the second, but in the first half, he made some great passes, great tackles. Really good to see him perform at a high level. Always been one of my favorite players of United. Danny Welbeck, man. Danny Welbeck continues to impress me, and probably Louis van Gaal as well, with his work rate. Really great going forward, and whenever we lose the ball, he always tries to get it back. He works hard. I mean, this is exactly what we need. Really good to see that from Danny Welbeck. Now, moving on to the first goal, Fletcher, Rooney, Danny, and Ashley Young for the finish combined sublimely on that first goal for United. I mean, the movement, the passing, it was so good to see. I was really, really happy about that, as I'm sure every single other Man United fan in the world. It was really promising to see that and play like that, and I hope we will continue to play this kind of way in the upcoming season. Now, later on, Gareth Bale earned a penalty by just overpowering Michael Keane, who was playing the right center-back role for us, and I think that position really needs to be sorted out before the season. Michael Keane is not ready to take over that position, so we need to get someone like Matt Hummels or Thomas Vermaelen for that position. But even so, I'm not sure if both of those guys actually have the pace to really play in the Premier League, although Vermaelen did play, and at times he was good for Arsenal. But anyways, we need to settle that position. So Bale converts the penalty. I mean, what do you expect, right? Bale is a top-class player. Really, he was pretty much the man for Real Madrid during the first half. So yeah, great to see that. If you're a Real Madrid fan, of course. Ashley Young, I thought, played very well, especially going forward. Really, I don't think he had to work all that hard in the defensive side. And that cross slash attempt on goal, I guess, was really sensational for his second goal. I mean, it was really cross. I mean, he meant to pass the ball to Rooney. Rooney pretended that he actually hit the ball with his head, but we all know, we saw the replay. It was Ashley Young's second goal. Really cool to see him score 2 goals in one game. I think he's going to stick around with the club. I think he's going to play a left wing back role for us. He's probably not going to start, obviously. I think Luke Shaw will be our starting left wing back, but he will provide some depth, much needed depth at that position, and I hope he does well, as he was showing us this whole preseason tour. Once again, later on, I saw Danny Welbeck come off with a slight knock. I hope he's going to be okay. Wilfred Zaha came in for him, did fairly well in the game. I honestly hope Danny Welbeck will be okay. I hope he stays healthy. We really, really need him in this upcoming season. I think he's going to play a big, big role for us. Under Hererra, continues to look good. Probably not as good as he did against LA Galaxy, but repeating that 7-0 performance would be really hard for anybody, right? But what I like about him is his determination, and he's really he plays with the heart, you know. He goes out, he leaves everything on the pitch. This is exactly what I want to see as a Manchester United fan from United players. A player who always leaves 100% on the pitch. Awesome job from him. Now moving on to the second half. The first, I'd say, 15 minutes of the game, of the second half, really were dominated by Real Madrid. They played very well. Gareth Bale continued to just terrorize Michael Keane at that right center back role. I mean, his power and pace just completely overpowered him. And like I said before, we need someone with ability to actually cover that position. Michael Keane right now cannot do that, so we need to get somebody else. Luke Shaw was really good in that second half when he came on. I thought he did very well, especially going forward. His movement with his runs was absolutely, you know, I wouldn't say sensational, but he was very good to see, and excellent crosses. That's something that we missed last season. Last season our crossing was really poor, and Luke Shaw looks like a man who can whip a ball in and get it on target. So really good to see that. And Kagawa came on, Chicharito came on, and were absolutely amazing in that second half. They combined very well together. Quick 1-2 pass touches, you know, really good movement from Kagawa and Chicharito, who continues to really impress people, and most likely, unfortunately, he will be gone from the team. I think Inter and Atletico Madrid are really going to pursue Javier Hernandez, and really, it would be sad to see him go, but he does deserve first team play. He was excellent that second half, scoring that goal on that brilliant cross from Kagawa. I mean, that was a sublime cross. Really puts away with his header. Absolutely amazing goal. Really good to see that. Jesse Lingard played very well when he came on. Zaha had a really good second half, making good runs forward. He had that one chance at the very end. Unfortunately, he put it wide, but it was really good to see him play well. In the second half, I thought Kagawa was definitely the man of the match in the second half, and I hope we see more of that from him in the upcoming games. Now, Manchester United are moving on to play a final game on Monday in Miami, so we'll see what's going to happen. Anyways, it's been a pleasure. Subscribe for more, like the video, and peace!